and we want to put it up for you. It says, MJ's last All-Star game of his career is still the most watched All-Star game in the last 20 years. Michael Jordan played his last All-Star game in 2003. If you look at the graphic carefully, you'll see it's the bar graph. You'll see that in the year 2003, 10.8 million people tuned into that game. In 2023, 4.6 million tuned in. So the NBA lost half of his audience. Half of his audience. Now, some people may have looked at that graph and want to put it up again, and you may see a number in 2011 which says 9.1. You're like, why 9.1 million? What happened specifically in 2011? Well, that was a year after Kobe Bryant had won his 5th championship. That game was also in LA. Kobe Bryant won the All-Star Game MVP that year. And of course, you had the Blake Griffin hype. So according to this data, Kobe and Jordan were the ones that were able to move the needles in these All-Star games. And since 2011, it's been a decline for the most part. And in 2023, 4.6 million people tuned in. 4.6. This era is the worst of the worst. What does this say? Every day I got to sit up here and listen to all of these pundits go out there, twerk it up all over our television screens, twerk it up all over YouTube, busting it down, talking about this the greatest era of this the greatest era of basketball I done ever seen. I mean, we ain't never seen nothing like this. The way the stars can move the needle. I mean, god damn. Look at the way that they can move the needle. Pop, 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 pop. Really? We just sat down and listened to a back and forth with Shannon Sharp and Patrick Pat McAfee and all of these guys talk about, oh, LeBron is the biggest draw in basketball. Where are these people? Where are these people? Let me look on Instagram and see how many followers does LeBron James have on Instagram. LeBron James has 159 million followers on Instagram. He must have at least 100 million on Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it, and various other platforms. Why isn't this translating into viewership? The reason this isn't translating into viewership is because I personally believe that these numbers you're seeing are superficial numbers. These 150 million don't mean it's not translating to actual people tuning in and watching. It's not. The fact of the matter is the following. The NBA has yet to find a star like an MJ, like a Kobe, that can actually move the needle. They have yet to find it, number one. Number two, this current style of basketball that is being promoted, advocated for in the NBA is not enjoyable for fans to watch. Forget about what the JJ Redicks and all of these people on the internet twerking it up all over the place. A few people, oh, this is the people are not watching. It's not just a sentiment. Look at the numbers. The audience in 20 years has shrank by 50%. 50%. So there's no way you're going to tell me things are greater than ever. Whenever you hear Commissioner Adam Silver say, oh, we're experiencing a new high, they're talking about a high from a previous low. So it's like the low was like 2.5 million. Then it goes to 2.6. And you're like, oh, we saw a growth. No, but it's still low. That's what these dudes are doing. I didn't even bother watching. 197 threes, that is an average of 100 three-point attempts per team. Really? That is about 25 three-pointers attempted per quarter. This is truly the cupcake era. And the NBA needs to find some real dudes that are willing to play and draw people in, because this ain't it. This ain't it. These dudes ain't it.